week of SMOSH Games live. We got Flitz, and Damien, and Mari. Unfortunately, Joven was not able to join us for this live stream.
I'm coming in from
so
hologram.
everybody is gonna miss Joven so much. It's so sad. No, I'm just kidding. We got Joven.
Hi. What did you pull off?
Why was that so long?
Ew. What is that?
Is that a nose hair?
No.
Eat it.
Look at
Is
that.
it?
Eat
No,
it.
that's not
I
nose
pulled
hair.
a long hair out of
No,
your
if it were a
hair.
nose hair, you know he'd be crying. Like,
Yeah.
if anybody has ever had a nose hair just plucked, even by accident, no matter
Mari
how...
explains.
How
Mari
do
explains
you
you're not allowed.
accidentally
That
get a
wasn't
nose
no.
hair plucked? I want to know the actual
If
situation.
you were if you were smelling a mouse trap and flew a little too close to the...
That's
couple.
never
You know what?
happened in the history
I feel
of
like
nose
there's
hair.
so many possibilities where a nose hair could accidentally be ripped out of your face.
E3 happening this week.
It's still happening this
It's
week.
literally
still
happening
going
right now.
I'll go on with that.
It goes on till tomorrow, but here we are giving you the news today and all the things that we're hyped about.
We watched the presentations. We yelled at trailers. We
did.
cried at moments. Me and Flitz.
You cried?
Me and Flitz nerded out at the hint of a Miles Morales. We'll get to that later.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what I have here is just lists of all the games announced and shown off that we want to talk about at the different
Shown
presentations.
off.
And
Shown off.
we have trailers. We're going to react to some of the trailers. We're going to talk about our favorite moments, things that we like, things that we don't like, what we think game companies are doing wrong, and how they
what?
can fix it. No?
And
No.
things
we
we
as
wanted
experienced-
to see, things that we were hyped to see, but
Yeah, we'll
hopefully
end with
we
that.
see
Yeah.
it later.
But we have something for you guys. You guys get something special for watching today. Bose,
Big girls.
what are we doing?
I am really excited. We're actually going to do this a couple times throughout the stream, and hopefully it becomes for you guys that are here in the beginning of the stream, you loyal ride or dies. We're doing a giveaway. Microsoft recently launched this new really cool program where you can pay $9.99 a month and you get like unlimited access to a bunch of Xbox games. It's super awesome. And we have a couple of codes to give you access to that service for an entire year for free.
Thank
like
you, Microsoft.
Oh yeah,
Big shout
Microsoft.
out to Microsoft for sending those codes over.
Oh,
Oprah.
those hot, spicy codes. And Oprah. Everybody, look
really
under your
cool.
chair. You get a code, and you get a code, and you get a code. I'm actually just kidding. The way we're going to do this is go on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, you got like 10 minutes to make one right now. And just tweet hashtag SMOSH Games Live. And we're going to randomly select one person. We'll announce a winner in maybe like 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe after a trailer we watch.
Do they have to tweet it? Is it just the hashtag?
Nope, just the hashtag. Bonus points if you're following at SMOSH Games. We'll love you even more. But it is completely random, guys. We're going to do one giveaway now. We'll do another one in the middle of the stream and another one at the end. We're not going to tell you exactly where it is. You got to make sure that you're still watching, you're still hanging out with us, and we're excited to give something back to you guys.
That's actually a really cool giveaway, too. Like,
Yeah, a
I
whole
super wanted
year
Xbox.
of unlimited Xbox games.
Xbox.
So now
That's
keep in
really-
mind, anyone could tweet out the hashtag and try to win. It really is only helpful if you have an Xbox One. So you
Or a friend with an Xbox.
Yeah, you
One.
could be a troll and just try to win it and then do nothing with the code, or give it to someone that has an Xbox One.
That's true.
Buy an
No one
Xbox
gets
One
to play
afterwards.
Xbox.
That is super true.
But if you're like a Sony fanboy and you will never
I
own an
just
Xbox.
wanted to hold on to it.
I just
Or
want it.
you
I
can-
just wanted to win.
You can very seriously call customer service just perplexed, like Sony, like, why can my PS4 not download Halo Wars 2? I don't understand. I paid good money for this free thing.
But so yeah, that's happening 3 times, right? 3 times.
Yes, that is 3 times throughout this live stream. So yes, if you don't win it the first time around, try again in what, like 45, 30 minutes or so. Should we go ahead and move on to the first trailer?
Yeah.
We have Marissa on chat, so let us know. Like, we're going over all the things that we loved about E3, so we want you talking to us as well. Let us know what games you liked. We're gonna be watching trailers. Let us know what you liked about these specific games. Maybe it's a game I hated and you loved. Tell me why you loved and why I should hate it. But we're gonna get into the first presentation that happened and some of our favorite things that happened from it. And the first one was a pre-E3 show, which I think is going to
Pre-3.
really. To touch on this at another time, I think it's going to change E3 altogether, but people are doing now shows before E3, and this was EA. They had EA Play, and
Shout out to Prince Ia.
Prince Ia. Prince Ia, if he sends you an email asking for money, his father is a king, and he needs your help to
I
get
like
that money.
that you don't know who Prince Ia is.
No, I don't.
But do you also like that we were all like, we support you? Like,
She knows.
Oh.
Battlefront 2! It's been announced for a while, but we actually finally got real information from it. We got real gameplay. We actually have a trailer, and if we can actually... Okay, first of all, the opening of this trailer is just the sexiest thing.
It's so gorgeous.
Because they took the moment from the Episode 7 teaser with the Stormtroopers. Now, we knew it was going to be all eras.
I don't know how I feel about being a droid.
Really? I never liked playing as the droid.
Oh, you play as a droid?
Yeah,
you can play. You beat
Why-
droids. I don't know how I feel about that.
Why not? I mean, you know, the last Battlefront showed us that you can pretty much be on either side. You can pretty much be anything you want. You can be in AT-AT. You can be inside of a TIE fighter. I mean, at this point, I don't have any complaints of being any Star Wars character.
I think a little customization would help them though, because in Star Wars, I want to be my own guy. Even if I were a droid, I want to be that one guy. Wait,
Sorry.
Darth Maul looks so cute.
Darth Man.
I'm not super familiar with like Star Wars, but you know what? Those little guys that have the mouths that go like this, they look like they make a noise. It's like doo doo. I want to be one of them.
Yeah, like a
Stop
doo-doo.
it.
You know what I'm talking about? Mari's like, stop embarrassing
Wait,
me.
I know every Star Wars game. I'm trying to think what has like a
The one that looks like it would make a noise that goes
Are
like
you talking about
doo-doo.
Jar Jar Binks?
No,
I
it's
think
like there's like there's
the Bomb the Spy from
That's
A
actually
New
what I was
Hope.
Oh, that's my daddy.
But Damien, to answer your question, there is customization of characters.
That's
There's
cool.
also, they confirmed there are classes.
Oh, really?
And what I'm a little excited about is while you're playing, you can. I burped.
Bless you.
Bless you.
You gain points, and then as you gain those points, you'll be able to. I want to jump in with an AT-AT, or I want to spend my points on being a hero. Because you saw Darth Maul in there.
Yeah.
And when they showed the gameplay afterwards, 30-minute gameplay, it was you could have Darth Maul and you could have like Darth
Ray.
Vader at the same time. It's whatever character you want to be, you can throw into the action.
That's pretty cool.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Really
Oh, he will.
heavy on story.
Yes,
this
that was the end of the
time
trailer that
around.
we just saw. There is a complete offline story mode with a
So dope.
Cool.
female protagonist who
I like
actually
that.
hosted the Battlefront section of the EA presentation. And there's a book that goes along with it also. It takes place.
It's a deep dive.
Yeah,
It's
it takes
awesome.
place right after Episode 6. Like they literally show the Death Star blowing up, and it's like them like what happens now.
You know, after playing the first one, I know was super popular. Would you say?
Are you talking about the very first one back in the day?
I mean,
or
the most recent
Okay, there you
Battlefronts,
go.
because like I like Star Wars. I'm not huge into it, but I've seen all the movies. I know plenty about it. Is that game for someone like me? Is that game for someone like Bose?
I think that we played it, and I think we played it a lot.
Yeah.
Especially we streamed it. We had a whole
6-hour live stream.
6-hour
live
stream.
and it's definitely a game that we found ourselves jumping into as a collective and just shooting things up and having fun in massive groups.
And after 6 hours,
yeah,
you're still having
definitely.
a grand old
And
time.
then after 6 hours,
Cool.
just having a grand old time.
And it also has a good-
personally, I hope they fix the grind. Because that's where they lost me.
Yeah, the grind was
personally.
weird
That
in the first one.
grind-
Which
Trying
is
to
so
unlock
weird
new
because we
weapons.
love the grind in other games. You and I love Destiny, and we grinded hard in that one. That was fine.
Grounded
Yeah,
it.
but maybe
Grounded
there was
it in it.
there was a lot of co-op that existed in Destiny that you can run around with your friends versus.
I
the
played a
world.
lot personally with Pew Pew Shane. If you're watching from WWE, hey Shane.
Hey.
I mean, we had a lot of time playing and just kind of like going around the maps, you know, game after game after game. And the games are short, which is
Yeah.
great.
Well, it also depends on the game mode. Like, for people like me that aren't great at like giant scale battles, like there were fun things where I can just jump in as a hero and have fun. I don't think they've said too much about what game modes. There will be the Battle of Theed where it's clones versus CIS specifically, and it's like a defend point, kind of like the Jakku DLC from the first Battlefront.
Jack you.
Is it kind of
Also-
like it? Oh, sorry.
Go for it.
Is it the kind of thing where like you would die several times throughout the game and respawn really, really quickly?
Yes.
Like maybe
Yes.
that's why the grind was a little rougher as opposed to the Destiny thing.
Yeah,
Because
living-
Destiny
That's
co-op
true,
is you're exploring
yeah.
together, and that's just
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
I think for, you know, a Star Wars movie fan, if you're even remotely moved by the music in the movies,
It was
the
so
game will
good.
be epic for you because it's all John Williams' amazing score.
Before we move on to the next game, I really want to stress how amazing those moments are going to be when the music's happening, the sound design is there, and it's always great. And then all of a sudden you have Rey and Han Solo next to each other. That's so cool.
I am excited for Duel of the Fates. We get Darth Maul's
This is
Duel of
so
the Fates
good.
music. We have to, right?
Does it have Count Dooku though? Is it confirmed?
They've
Do
not
we?
confirmed. They have not confirmed.
But does it have
anything
Ray
yet.
Sermon?
Stop it. Battlefront was great. One of my favorite moments of the show for sure.
right now.
Hey.
I do, before we move on to other
What are you
presentations,
right now?
there was another game that I want to talk about from EA that I thought it was really good. It's from the people that did Brothers. Brothers was an indie developed game co-op. It was so good.
Yeah.
This one is called, so good. This one is called A Way Out. And it's Mari, I think you're going to love this because this game was created with couch co-op in mind.
Awesome.
When the developer came out, it's like, yes, you're supposed to play this game on your couch with a friend sitting next to you.
I missed that a lot.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
No, it's gonna be great.
I missed that. I think a lot of people miss that. I think that's very. I noticed the trend in some of these trailers. There's a lot of reach for a classic style gaming or what gaming meant to a lot of people.
That old experience.
And that experience is definitely something, because plenty of times have I been like, I mean, perfect example is
a co-op adventure right there.
Portal 2 is a great example of bonding and solving problems with your friends. So this is a much.
I think they're actually about to show this shot right here. Like
awesome.
you can tell that it's a puzzle and you have to work together with your.
I mean, honestly, I know that Jove and you and Kate, you know, you guys play Smite together, but you're not playing together. Pete and I always try to find games that we can play together, and we haven't found a game that's great with co-op since Fable 2.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of Nathan Drake and his brother.
Yeah.
And how awesome those scenes were in Thief's End.
Army of Two kind of deal too.
And then, I think this game's gonna be really great this year. I think the story's gonna be good. A lot of action. The way it's shot is dynamic. We don't have a trailer for this next one, but the next game, before moving on to the next presentation, it got a lot of interesting attention.
Yeah.
No,
He doesn't make it. I bet he doesn't make it.
Also, I like their
game.
Sideburns.
No.
Sideburn game, very strong.
There's side
I think that's Portland strong.
Stop.
They're
it.
like about
Okay,
to
next
cross over
game
to
from
Mutton
EA
Shop.
that I want to talk
Garrett.
about was Need for Speed Payback. Flitz, you saw the
See,
trailer.
I like driving games. I'm one of the
You love
people
The
who
Crew.
I enjoyed The Crew. It's a meditative process for me. Driving
Dude,
across
I'm
the
like
country.
really only a driving game fan if it's like in the arcade when like I have the steering wheel and somebody's next to me and we made a bet and I'm trying to win. Like that's basic. Like that's my thing.
Well,
but like
I think it's great. I have hope and I have faith because EA seems to be stepping back. I mean, I don't know how long this has been in production, but they seem to be stepping back and realizing that people do definitely want more quality over the every year shell out quantity.
no, if I'm getting racing games, I want explosions. I want nitro. I want what is it?
Well, that's Need for
That's-
Speed.
that's
That's
Need
a
for
lot of
Speed.
explosions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I want. I remember streaming that game on Twitch and getting way too into it to the point that a lot of people left.
But I've also noticed that Bose, she'll get into a game in any environment. We were hanging out at the Nintendo booth, and she's playing FIFA on the Switch, and
my
just starts talking trash to the computer. And she looks around and has to step away from.
She was like, yeah, I'm
everybody
kicking
had
butt.
left.
I hate this game.
Everybody had left. Yeah. Well, dude, I got way
she's
too
like,
into it.
He's whack. This is trash. Bring that ball back over here.
I was mad because like the only team I had to play was Madrid, and just
That's probably
saying
it,
I'm a
yeah.
Man U fan. Anyway,
I thought you were such a FIFA fan.
I
Tangiers
digress.
Lions.
Good on you for getting Joven to say whack and trash in a proper context. Like in the proper context.
yeah.
Like,
To be
good
fair
job.
though, we were
Oh,
definitely
God.
at the E3
This
Nintendo
isn't real.
booth, and I learned my lesson about playing games in public because when I turned around, there was nobody within a foot around me of my perimeter.
Just Shigeru Miyamoto
Everybody
just crying.
Was so embarrassed that they had left, and
I was embarrassed. I
yeah,
didn't care.
that's okay.
I will say, if Nintendo was paying attention, if anything, they would have been happy. They want to see people
think
that
so.
excited about stuff.
Dude, I was like, I started out like from like all the way back there, and like the game was over here, and like when I was done with the match, I was about this far from the monitor.
All sorts of fog on the screen. I can't even see past this stupid fog mechanic.
Yeah. So,
As we move to the next presentation, Bose is the chat here. I want to hear from you guys. What did you like about the EA presentation? What were some of your favorite moments? Was it when the guy from Prank vs. Prank got hit by stage fright and forgot to talk? Which shout out to him. That's not easy. It's not easy to do, and I feel you. I do.
yeah, we really want to hear from you guys. So, actually, if you guys, watch some trailers you're really excited about, or let's see, we're about to watch Need for Speed, right?
No, we didn't have a trailer for
Oh, we don't have a what?
Well, there's so many games. We couldn't get a trailer for all of them.
God, I just got so excited about that. But yes, we do want to hear from you guys. Tweet us at SMOSH Games and let us know what you're most excited about and why. And we will take a second and read, some of you guys' comments. We'll give you about 10 minutes or so. We'll check those out in a minute. It's kind of hard to get through everybody in chat, but yeah, we really want to hear from you guys. What else do we have?
So the next presentation was Microsoft, which we had the chance to go to.
We were there.
Which I'm going to admit, I'm going to say this now, I kind of like being at home, watching on my TV, being able to yell at my TV.
Why?
Because it's fun to sit with your friends and make fun of stuff. Because people kept looking at us weird when we kept
Wait, but who were those
yelling.
people though?
No, that's let's keep that to ourselves.
So, but being able to see the Xbox X, which was announced, was really interesting. We have the, it's all 4K. Like,
They made sure you knew that.
I'm excited. And for
4K.
For anyone who's like, oh, Xbox X is a stupid name, it's X. It's 10. Windows 10, Xbox X. It's the theme of the 10, and it's also the theme of the crossing of the platforms. You have to figure out what the design is in the name.
Whoa.
They're doing
Wait,
amazing
did you
things.
make
I think so, too.
No, that's what it is.
That's what I got too.
They're
Okay, that's
business
great.
they're very intelligent
I
about
mean, you
like,
are Mr. Numerology, so I wouldn't put it past you that you put these
these things together.
But yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah,
I did like
also-
the name Scorpio.
I did.
Yeah, but you're a Scorpio.
I know.
Yeah, typical
Marshall
Scorpio,
to
always
it.
liking things
It's
relating
all
to
about
themselves.
me.
But the fact that it upreses your games, I'm excited.
Even the backwards compatible games.
That's
the big thing.
I will be replaying Red Dead Redemption on my Xbox backwards compatibility.
Original
so that I
Xbox
can-
Well,
games backwards
and
compatible.
even the games
That
that are
too.
out, because looking at the list of games, I stopped playing Final Fantasy 15 at Chapter 10. When the Xbox X comes out, we get one. I'm going to pick it back up. Witcher 3, I stopped at the halfway point.
Now,
of the
these
game.
games
I'm
that you're
gonna pick it
mentioning,
back up.
these aren't just getting upres. These are actually getting updates. 4K updates for free.
Full graphic.
Wow.
for
See, I didn't
free,
know that.
Yeah.
That's
There are
actually
some
Wait,
games.
so is that a
Skyrim
real
is another
person?
one.
Skyrim is another one.
Or is this a graphic?
Yes.
What?
I'm being serious.
No,
that's live video footage, but she is an android.
I'm so
That's
confused.
green screen.
Yeah.
But the Balrog was real.
I am curious. Like, I'm not.
Shut up.
We're going to talk about PlayStation a little bit too. I'm not being biased.
No,
here.
we're
I'm
going
curious
on
to
it.
see its comparison to the PlayStation Pro. I know Phil Spencer came out and said the PlayStation Pro is more
Phil Spencer.
compatible or comparable to the Xbox One S.
They say it's more powerful.
And which is interesting because I think the Pro looks better than the S, and I mainly use an Xbox One S. But they said the Pro looks better than the S. But then the Xbox One X will look a lot better than the Pro, I believe.
That's
saw
so
the,
interesting
We saw
to
the
me, 'cause you-
prototype. It's sleek.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's very beautiful.
tiny.
It is like historically the other way around, though, right? Like, isn't Sony the one that usually invests a little bit more in their hardware and makes it, takes that
at launch
dig
for
and-
at launch for Xbox One versus PlayStation 4, I believe
Yeah.
when the statistics went out, I think they said that it was better than the PlayStation. I just prefer
really?
an Xbox One controller.
That's
So
cool.
that-
See,
that happened.
and I was a
Feels me.
PlayStation kid, so
Like
that's
that
the
too.
only really thing for me. But like, eventually, I want to have all of them.
Now you mentioned
Christmas
this.
is coming, David. You'll get all the toys.
No, I'm an adult. I gotta buy stuff for myself still.
That's right. You get
Still
your
expensive.
own presents, Damien.
You had mentioned really quickly that Xbox games, original Xbox games,
Yeah.
are now going to be compatible with in the store for backwards compatibility. Is there any Xbox games that you guys are excited to play? I didn't really play
Totally.
the first Xbox.
Well, see,
State
that's a
of
huge
emergency.
incentive for someone like me because I didn't get to play those either, but I got to watch friends do it. So like, if Xbox had backwards compatibility from the start and I could play 360 and One and all that stuff, that's what I would be. I mean, I would have invested in one because I would love to play that entire library. Jet Set Radio, like there's all those weird ones that were like the La La dancing girl and like Samba.
Space Channel 5?
Space Channel 5, like yeah. I don't know, there's all sorts of stuff.
They did mention at the Crimson Skies was going to be.
I liked Crimson Skies.
I never played it.
I
didn't know what it was, so I wasn't
actually
excited.
enjoyed it, but I also like driving games. I think I like flying games. And Crimson Sky is a
you like
fun.
boat games?
It's a fun alternate universe flight adventure. That's like how I would label it. And it's a dog fight, so you get to fly around the city and crash into buildings. And
Like
stuff.
Snoopy on his house.
Like Snoopy on his house.
Fighting the Red Baron. And Damon, also going back to you, you and I, before the stream, had a little back and forth about this. At the Microsoft presentation, they showed off Forza 7 Motorsport.
Forza.
Right.
Forza.
Forza.
Because it's Italian.
Hey, remember that
Forza.
time you went to Europe?
Yeah, and for Forza
Forza.
Horizon.
Oh, man,
But now,
can't
I
believe
think
got
Need for
those
Speed
cars.
was the better game because I like the arcade drivers versus a realistic racing sim like.
Yeah.
You know what?
Or
Then I
Grand
think we were just using different language there because I personally prefer arcade style. I think Need for Speed is probably going to be more fun and what I would gravitate towards. I think Forza 7 just looked more impressive in general. I mean, they always seem to go more
They
for the
always
graphic.
like,
It's
the
when
Forza, the
Porsche
Gran
uses
Turismo
that
is
as a
always really
platform
good.
to like reveal their new vehicle, like
Oh,
good
yeah,
lord.
that was
Yeah, but I'm excited for like Tesla and Maybach and like GM to release their auto
Maybach
drive
music.
function cars.
Right,
You
now,
just
put your
put it
controller
down,
down.
it drives itself.
Autoplay's the future.
Autoplay.
As autoplay, go race yourself.
Oh my god.
Then you can play you can play your Candy
Brilliant.
Crush or whatever and let the game play itself.
Yeah, there you go.
Another
Wow.
achievement. Food. We've become Wall-E.
Microsoft, and we were joking about this there. They were just game after game after game after game. The joke for us became just after each trailer was like, exclusive!
World premiere.
World premiere!
Exclusive world premiere.
Exclusive world premiere! There was a lot of games. I think they
was
announced
with it.
42 games.
I was okay. It was
42
it was
games.
trailer the movie.
Yeah.
Well, what was cool
Like-
is they clearly put a lot of like money into their independent development department, and that took care of like 20 games in and of itself, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
there was a huge list of those.
Yeah.
I didn't get a trailer for this one because Wes wasn't here to back it up. He's very excited about this, but they also showed the next Metro game, Exodus.
Exodus.
Which that was a cinematic. I'm
Which
curious about.
did
the
you guys play
gameplay. It was-
Metro
No,
at
I
all?
didn't play it.
I take the Metro to
hook
work.
me.
That doesn't count.
Hey,
Doesn't count.
It's
That's
about as
pretty much
desolate.
the
What do you think the
same
game's gonna be?
thing.
I think it's gonna be like a lot of homeless people peeing on it.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Metro.
Oh, oh my god. Hey, let's pause for a minute. Can we go ahead and do our first winner for
Yeah,
the
you wanna do our
giveaway?
first winner?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
it's been about almost 30 minutes or so. We're gonna go ahead and announce our first winner. If we can, Marissa, can we go ahead and roll somebody for the first one? Sweet. We're gonna go ahead and pick somebody now, but in maybe 30 minutes or so, we're gonna do another giveaway, and we'll do another one at the end of the stream. Basically, all you have to do is tweet out #SMOSH GAMES live. If you entered the first round and you didn't win, try again. Enter again at the end. We're gonna be picking out 3 winners for Microsoft's new program, the Xbox Game Pass. It's super awesome. You can pay $9.99 a month and get unlimited access to a bunch of really cool Xbox games, or you can just enter our giveaway and win it for free for a whole freaking year.
Now, keep in mind, I kind of want to stress this. This wasn't a hashtag ad or anything. They aren't paying us to say this. Like we had extra codes. We are literally
Yes.
giving you our
Yeah.
code
Yeah.
so that you can play.
I don't have an Xbox, and so I'm like, and then Mari was like, take mine too, and Jobin was like, and mine. We may even have some more codes for the next stream.
Yeah, I didn't know this was like all a chip-in thing where it's like, hi, everyone but Damien got you this card. Like, no one came to me.
And
I
Damien
too don't own
said,
an
you
Xbox.
cannot have my I'm just kidding.
I looked at an orphan dead in the eyes and was like, no.
I would love to do more giveaways next stream, so I'm sure you guys are stoked about that. Okay, do we have our first winner?
Yes.
Okay.
Who is it?
First winner is Joel at EFMO Pro.
Let's go,
Joel at
Joel, EFML Pro.
EFMO Pro.
EFML Pro. Joel,
FMO.
if you are
Congrats,
watching, we will swallow.
Swallow.
We'll swallow
Swallow
you.
you.
Great, swallow you.
Just stay for me. I will not.
We will follow you on the
fix it in
Smosh
post.
Games Twitter, and then you can just DM us, and then we'll send you the code right after the live stream. We got 2 more winners, so let's watch some more trailers.
Hey,
and
Yeah,
then
we now this next one I know some of the people are very excited about. There's still a lot of Microsoft games, so we have to like get through as much of these as we can. Mari, would you like to guess what the next game is? Are you singing the theme song? Flitz, she can't
Are you?
speak. What's the next game we're talking about?
is she really excited about it?
It's Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've got the list in front of me.
okay.
Sorry.
She was singing
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
In fact, the next Assassin's Creed.
pretty.
So,
which,
Screaming.
Let's go for it.
Screaming at the top of my lungs when they revealed this at the Xbox conference. I feel as much, I care so much, and I'm so excited, and I feel like you are one of the only other people who cares.
I love
so much.
Assassin's Creed.
No,
You kidding me?
need to I believe you, but this
my
journey
knees?
this is my excitement. It's like it's about time. We've been trying to figure out what are they going to do. People have been begging them. Fans have been begging. Okay, are they going to go to Egypt? Are they going to go to Japan? Which hopefully that's where they
Honestly,
go next.
Not the next one.
Ubisoft, you gave Flitz his game. Give me mine. Japan
That's great.
The
Please
collector's
take us
there's an $800 collector's edition.
That's right.
Which is
Wow.
amazing.
What is it?
24
What's-
was a
28 inch.
28
That better be resin
statue
based.
And it also comes with a necklace. Does it come with the necklace
Wow.
as
So the
well?
It's a
necklace
chain
is
for the 28-inch
rosin
statue for the
version of the eagle's
skull.
skull. And if you turn it over, it is indeed the symbol of
assassin's
the
symbol.
Brotherhood.
Get out of here. That's
Yeah,
so
like
cool.
so cool. Oh my god.
How cool is
Wow.
that?
So
And,
start saving up your pennies.
Yeah, there you go. It's $800.
All you need is
Oh,
80,000 pennies.
There's only 999 of them.
Oh my
So
god, that's
there will
so
be
bomb,
numbered.
dude.
It comes with a lithograph
Almost
from the
80 million
game,
pennies.
which honestly, I read about somebody who bought one for I think Mass Effect for like $30 at the time, sold it on eBay for $1,000. So
Wow.
you could get the
Wow.
money back if you're smart about it.
They have an arena mode, which is a gladiatorial type mode, which is exciting, especially considering I loved Arkham for this, where I can just jump in and just start beating and pounding on people and train my skills to become a better warrior. So when I'm out in the world, I'm decimating cats who don't even know about my skill set.
And I know Flitz and I feel the same way about this. I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan, but if they make the gods a big part of this and make the
You know,
gods
Sobek
real,
is. Sobek is part of that.
really?
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to play that.
Well, and it makes I feel like we could talk about this forever because in the Assassin's Creed universe, it is.
we
the
gotta move to the
gods
next
that-
game soon.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
Next game.
We'll tweet about it.
We'll tweet
because
about it.
It
We'll
goes
tweet
so
about
deep.
it.
It goes
This-
so deep.
I don't know how
I'm
much.
so happy for you. I'm so happy you have your game.
I wish you get yours next.
I really
Enjoy
want it.
mine.
How did they not do it? Dang it!
Ubisoft.
Enjoy mine.
It has
while
to
I wait
be.
for yours.
I know.
Next one. I don't know
We
how
have some
excited
until
we
then.
are here in the room. Bose, I know that you were playing this recently on
What?
PC, but
What?
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds
Oh yeah, what's
is now coming. There you go. Is now
No,
coming
be
to
excited.
Xbox.
excited.
Dude, see, I feel, I'm sorry, I'm sure you guys probably noticed, I probably look like I feel a little out of place here. I am a PC gamer to the bone.
It's a master race.
My objective is to kill, destroy, compete, and win. And I can't do that in most single-player games. So, like, don't you go anywhere.
I don't think I can.
In fact, move back over here a little bit. Yeah, PlayerUnknown. Wait, are we watching a trailer for that?
No,
We've
we don't
already
have a
seen-
trailer, but they didn't really have much of a trailer. It was just
Damn,
like a
they
review.
gave her to do the big hand
Yeah.
clap. She was big hand
Dude,
clap.
yes, and you know, I was a huge H1Z1 fan. I was an H1Z1 ride or die for a minute, but like as soon as I like played Battlegrounds and like I did like all the customizable guns, I was like, this is amazing. Like
It's people are making a big deal about it. Like it's on Xbox now, but you play it on PC. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a big thing. That's on. It's
I think it's a big
been
thing.
ported to
It's a-
Xbox.
it's
For it to be a
battle-
game like that on PC.
I guess it is
on the
100
console,
people in every game.
It's
I
a
don't
big
know if
deal for a
Xbox
console.
has done that before.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about it like branching out over into that. Is it going to be cross-platform?
well, that's actually a good question because it is Microsoft and Windows 10 do the crossover play anywhere
That's
thing. I
true.
don't know
Because they're
I
doing
don't-
that with
They
they're doing
usually
that
do.
with things like Minecraft. They're doing that with things like
Everything else.
what was the other one? Rocket League.
Rocket League, yeah.
Rocket League.
So
yeah,
why not?
I feel like Microsoft
like
has
Rocket
become
League.
the ones who are extremely open to it. You know, I know
Good.
that from having the Surface that they're open to having different apps that don't apply just to Microsoft. And I think they're the ones who are like really reaching out with the olive branch as far as like we want to be cross-platform.
Cool.
If you guys
Yeah.
want to make the games that's compatible for it,
There you
please
go.
do so.
I'm really interested in like the cross-platform for Battlegrounds because like some people probably know like Overwatch isn't cross-platform,
Right.
and there is a huge disconnect in shooters, in my opinion, between PC players for shooting games and like console players because it's harder to control.
Yeah, it's different. You play differently.
Yeah, you play differently.
Fair enough.
Maybe I shouldn't say it's harder to control, but you play completely differently. So like, man, PC gamers, if we're like, oh, we're playing against console gamers, we're like, this is gonna be easy. But then console
Yeah.
gamers
They'll
think the
evolve.
same exact thing. So I'm just
Yeah.
so interested to see the progression
Interesting.
of like these two meshing.
Whether it's this game or not, like when that eventually happens.
Just cross-platform in general, especially
Yeah.
for shooters. But actually, you know, we did say that we wanted to get some fans' opinions. Marissa, do we have any from the Twitter yet, or do you want to give it a minute?
No one
Yeah.
has any opinion.
Yeah.
Can we pull up just the search SMOSH Games here on your
Well, she's got some already. Yeah, we can do that too, though.
or yeah? How do we do it? Do we just bring that? Okay, that's cool. That works.
Yeah.
Is this for keeps, or do we have to
Marissa's
give it
got.
back?
We gotta give it back. This is hers. This is hers. All right. Ryan Compton at RyanComp23. Thank you so much. He says I'm most excited for Anthem. It looks very interesting,
Anthem, we'll be
beautiful,
talking about that in
and
a
fun
second.
to play with friends. It got me hype AF. Do we have a trailer for that? That we're
We
gonna
will.
show?
We will. Yeah.
We'll
That's how we close our Microsoft
Told
section.
you were.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Lucas Wilson, Lucas Majora Mask. Oh, that's my boy. Majora Mask is like my favorite Zelda game. Most people don't agree with me.
I agree.
Nice.
That is your favorite game?
I don't like being timed.
No, I like it.
I like taking my time.
Okay. Okay. Even though Dawn of the First Day, 72 Hours Remain is definitely an iconic phrase. I'm most excited for Assassin's Creed Origins. Ooh!
Hey.
Because it shows the beginning of how the Assassin's Order came to be Assassin's Creed. Interesting. All right, Kieran Bond, ex-boy gamer 2K. Did I say that wrong?
No, I just read something in the chat that says, Mari, can you slap Joven?
No!
Where are you? Why?
We good!
Come from?
People have wanted you to slap Joven, yell at Joven.
Hug Joven.
Honestly, we
Love
trained
it.
him to be like
Love
this.
it.
Want a hug?
No.
No,
No.
she means like a quarter water.
Like that-
Like the little juices.
Yeah. What else did they say? Thank you.
Let's see. Okay. Ex-boy gamer 2K16. So hyped for the new Star Wars game in the campaign mode. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Offline too.
Yes, Dutch Yoda. Most excited for Metroid. Is that a bad
Metro?
thing?
Dutch Yoda.
Metroid Prime
That's funny.
2,
I don't know
4.
if
Dutch
that's
Yoda
a
sounds
dictionary thing.
like
Oh,
it means
great.
something totally different, but I
Yeah.
have no idea. Like, I got a Dutch Yoda.
I
And you're
just
like,
imagining Yoda
Whoa.
with a Dutch accent.
It's like, under the covers you must go.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a good. I like that.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking like an Urban Dictionary thing. But he is most excited for Metroid Prime 4. Why do I really need to explain that? Okay.
Alright.
Yoda.
My one
We'll
complaint
get to
was that they called
Nintendo,
it
we'll
a
get
first
there.
they called it a if you look at the YouTube video, it's called a first look. It's not a first look. First look at the logo, but it's not a first
Yeah,
look.
no.
Let's see. It's me, Sammy. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the first
We'll get
one
there.
was amazing. It has amazing storytelling, dynamics, and beautiful scenery. All right, call
just
me out
gonna
of the
be
loop.
pretty.
Is this Ori and the Blind Forest?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sequel.
it was a beautiful game. Really frustrated me though, because I'm dumb. But yeah, we want to hear from you guys. Please tweet us at SMOSH Games. Tell us your favorite E3 releases that you're excited for, and let us know why. We'll definitely give you a shout out and talk about that with you. So we'll read some more of those in a minute, and then also don't forget the giveaway. All you have to do is go on Twitter and tweet #SMOSHGamesLive, and we'll pick another winner for a 1-year code for the Xbox
1
Pass.
year?
1 whole year. That's like $120 worth of gaming.
That's like after you have a baby, it'll be one.
Hello?
Whoa. Okay, because it
wait,
starts
okay.
out at 0 and then
Yeah,
it becomes
it
1.
becomes
Right.
Okay.
See, look, at SMOSH Games, we got your back. We got your games, and we got your back. Show
And
them what's
listen,
next.
Next
Maybe
up,
now.
so I know another game that you're gonna be excited about, and we have a trailer for this one. We've got a Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Dude! Okay, wait.
Damien's looks just as I know you were a
Well,
Dragon Ball boy.
this is exciting because
yeah.
you go for it. I want to know what you think.
Oh my god.
'Cause we
I
know what
was
I think.
really excited because the endgame graphics stayed very true to the animations of the anime. Like, and I thought that was
Totally.
great.
And
They-
that has a lot to do with the
Cell
Guilty
shading?
Gear team. The Guilty Gear team they've been doing this. This is exciting because we're seeing Namco Bandai break away from, or Bandai Namco, I don't know what the heck they choose to. They're
Banco
breaking
Namco.
away from the traditional style of games that they do. We're getting a good 2D Dragon Ball Z game that's at a giant scale. You imagine Marvel vs. Capcom, where there's 3 versus 3, but you're playing with Dragon Ball Z characters, and
So
it's
cool.
animated
It's just intense.
beautifully. There's epic endings. If you take out a character with like an ending, like it'll cut to a cutscene and it's blowing up half of the planet.
Right,
What
I
I
think
think
we
is
saw
super
that,
special
yeah.
is like it's hard to translate the vibe of your IP into the actual action and combat.
And
But
this does it
looks and
very
feels like
well.
Dragon Ball Z. Like the movement of the camera too. I'm watching the anime. It's super cool.
And out of all of this, I hope that this is a
He
thing
just
that
turned
they
him into a
stick to.
cookie.
And then
That's
he
Boo.
eats them. That's
That's
That's what he does.
Boo
He
do.
turn him into a cookie.
Yeah.
Isn't that the scariest thing
God,
of all?
I haven't
as
watched
opposed to
this
killing
in so
someone?
long. God, can you imagine if that was Wes's special ability, turning people
would
into
be.
cookies?
It would be.
It kind of is.
It kind of
Wes
is.
is
He already eats people.
It's so exciting because that means this
Wes
opens the
is a
door
titan.
where Dragon Ball Z has this engine. Maybe we'll be able to see JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We may be able to
Yeah.
see One Piece and
Well,
Naruto,
have you played-
Boruto, and
Have you
and
played
all of-
J-Star Ultimate? It's
Yes,
this-
but it was in an old style.
But that's
The
what I'm
new
saying.
style-
J-Star
Yes,
Ultimate
exactly.
with this, like, which is basically Smash Bros. With a bunch of anime characters owned by this Shonen Jump or Viz Media.
You haven't lost
Also,
me.
my husband's in it, so
What?
Jason Momoa?
Jason Mimosa?
No, I saw
He's
Trunks in
Aquaman.
there.
You saw
Trunks was my first love.
Well, you can't
Trunks
do that 'cause
was
you're Bulma.
definitely. No, oh my burn!
Oh, sorry.
Oh jeez.
Vegeta beats her.
no.
I have an injury
Oh my
on
God,
my
so I'm in
leg,
love
and
with your
Flitz just like
son?
grabbed it.
Weird, but I'm into it.
Trunks? Wait, no, that's not my son. That's my boyfriend.
Trunks
Hey,
is
but
your
you're the
son.
mom
But
too.
he's calling you Bulma.
He just said he was
Oh
Bulma.
yeah,
Weird
no.
I'm sure there's a
no.
fan
It makes
of
sense,
whatever
it makes
you're
sense.
talking
It's
This
like
is
about.
getting
opposite of the
so weird.
Oh god,
Marry
next
your
game
son.
is Sea of Thieves!
Hey!
Sea of Thieves is a game that we were excited about for a long time.
What would you do with
Yep.
a Duncan?
And like they announced it 2 years ago. We saw a little bit of it last year. We saw a lot more of it this year. This was my favorite trailer because it was so damn funny. He's literally like they're in the ocean like in a few moments. Actually, J-Mag, if you want to skip forward just a little bit, he's swimming through the ocean, and when they show like here.
Oh,
I wonder if they even say
perfect.
it.
Cool.
It's so
They're
beautiful.
literally joking about it right there. We're like, you can find anything in this ship. Literally, anything, because we have not finished making this game yet. There could literally be anything.
But we got to have hands-on with
Yeah.
it. We got to experience
Yeah.
this game, which
Super cool.
things can go south and derail at an epic rate. Well,
This game is what you make.
We were on an island. I found a treasure chest, but Bose wanted to drive the boat. But so I'm on an island holding a treasure chest, trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this treasure to the crew. Like there's so much potential, and there are mermaids. So I'm
Yeah.
very curious about like the running around and being pirates with your friends who are jerks and.
Yeah, it's either gonna be super satisfying with
one
a solid
jerk.
team, or just like you're gonna be like, Kreven, stop! Kreven, come back!
Kreven again?
Kreven
Oh my
is
gosh,
always
he's
up to those
such a
shenanigans.
troublemaker. Oh my gosh. He
Such
needs to get it
shenanigans.
together.
Trevin more heat.
Yeah, and watching the gameplay for this, like we're calling it now. This game comes out early 2018. If that date sticks, you will see a SMOSH Games pirate
More
show
likely.
Yeah.
on
Would
this
you like
channel.
to see us as
Because there's gonna be just so many adventures. Like I can
It's
just
so
imagine
cool.
like. The four of us are in a cave. Someone gets the treasure chest. Skeletons start attacking. It's like, all right, we need to fight the skeletons. And it just cuts to my camera.
Yeah.
I've got the treasure.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here.
And then Bose shows up in a mech suit from a different game and is like, yo guys, I don't fully understand.
So yeah, calling it down. I think this game's gonna be a lot of
From
fun.
Anthem.
We're gonna have. There's just gonna be shenanigans. I think you're gonna see like classic like Grand Theft SMOSH moments happening in this game when we play it. So
But
be
it's
ready
great
for that.
because
Real
and
swashbucklers.
to drive it home, it does take
Swashbucklers.
a crew to smosh.
That's the show.
Swashbucklers.
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 That's the
Hey,
show.
good job.
Documentation.
Yeah.
It takes a crew to drive the ship. You have to. So you can't just do it by yourself. There's someone who has to look at the
I
map.
gotta
There's
write
people who
that
have
down
treasure
so I don't
maps.
forget that.
There's people who have to let down the sails, and the person driving the ship, they're looking at the wind. You have to. It's great. I'm excited. Like
All
I'm
right.
genuinely excited.
We kind of have to lightning round the rest of Microsoft here.
Okay.
All
We had
20.
Super Lucky's Tale of the Show. We don't have a trailer for that one.
Classic game.
Minecraft
style.
4K.
Minecraft
Super
4K.
duper,
Crossing platform.
That
With
one is
Switch.
cross-platform. That one is super cool.
Cross-platform with Switch.
with
Super cool.
Switch, which that's
doable.
It's
PC, Xbox. I know a lot of people play on Xbox. I know my nephews play on Pocket. And yeah, now I'm playing on Switch personally.
and it looks beautiful.
I think it's great. Again,
looks
it's
beautiful.
Microsoft with the olive branch saying, "Okay, well, we're ready to play with other people. You
Let's go for
guys
it.
get ready
There's
too."
room for
They're
Another
doing it. I
trailer
think it's
that we
great.
have, which I'm excited for. I think maybe we'll even try a mini-series, and I hope you guys like it too. Crackdown 3.
Crackdown's fun.
yeah.
Crackdown. I think there's a lot of
Super
potential. I actually I helped work on the trailer for Crackdown 2, but back before I was a YouTuber. But yeah, I'm excited for the potential of this game.
It's big.
There's a
It's
lot
fun.
that you can
It's
do.
exciting.
It's very chaotic. If you guys want to see it, let us know, and we'll do like a miniseries. I think there's enough here. Plus Terry 4K Cruise, which is pretty cool.
Oh, would Terry Crews come play Crackdown?
Dude, if we tweet him, he'd be down.
Do any of us know Terry Crews?
I
Ian
probably
does.
do by.
Ian's shot with him before.
There you go. There you go.
I knew somebody that used to just keep a picture of Terry Crews in his wallet so that he didn't spend a lot of money.
Ian.
That's really funny.
What?
Because like you would open your wallet and you just see this angry picture of Terry Crews like, "Don't you do it," and then
That's
he
great.
wouldn't
That's
spend the
something
money.
Terry Crews would do though. He does a lot of motivational.
Now there's another game that I wish I could spend a lot more time talking about this one. Maybe I will anyways. Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor.
Oh yeah, we got to play.
Yeah.
Oh, I enjoyed this. It was very like technical, but like so Joven played for a bit and then he had to hop out and do something, and I had to hop right into a boss battle. Died immediately. But then when I kind of got the hang of it, I was like, whoa, this is fun, and you have to think a lot while playing it.
It's very much for the Witcher crowd. If you liked The Witcher, you're already gonna buy this game.
Yeah, the skill trees are pretty extensive.
Yo,
which is awesome.
wow, there was.
And
Like,
there
each thing
is-
had like 3
Yeah, there
branches.
was like what, maybe like 7, and then 7 by 5 with 3 each. I would
Yeah,
say.
so there's like 100 plus abilities.
And the abilities are beautiful.
They're great.
There's like an ice. There's like you can do an ice
You can
blast.
freeze people.
They were very ghostly. They were fun.
Yeah.
You felt powerful.
And the
Oh, and this guy right here,
executions are
I thought this
sick.
was, this guy was hilarious.
He was amazing.
I'm gonna hate you with my.
It's like, oh,
They were all like,
Bright
He
Lord,
actually did the
Dark
best one.
Lord, all the same thing. It was funny.
I was several voices of E3.
I loved the first game.
we can't say
I loved it a lot. It wasn't as epic as I wanted it to be at times, especially the ending. I was expecting something more of a larger scale. That's in this game. If you wanted larger scale Lord of the Rings battles, you will get it in this game. It's the Battle of Helm's Deep. Every time you siege a castle, it's so good. And then so we did have Ori
I'm
and
just
the Will of the
watching.
Wisps.
I'm just watching.
Yeah, even watching the trailer after playing it the other day. I
We
was
don't
just-
have a trailer for this one because I didn't want to make people cry.
Ori.
This one was a sad trailer of E3.
Ori and the Owls of Gahul.
Nope. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
I was tired of flying.
The original one, I was trying to get my fiance to play video games. I had her play Ori and the Blind Forest. I was like, here, this game looks like you'll like it.
Aw, this is
Literally,
so cute.
I'm on the big TV playing a game. She's on the other TV, and I paused my game and I listened. I'm like, are you crying? And she's like, no! Bawling her eyes out minutes into the game. I was like, what happened?
What is it?
And then she tells me the opening of the game, like how Ori's mom dies.
Wait, spoilers.
It's the opening of the game. It's not a spoiler.
it's-
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go.
Why did you say you act like you were about to take your shirt off? You were like, I'm leaving.
This is my mic.
Yeah, it's very heartwarming. It's very...
But instead of tears, we can go on to we heard it in the tweeters.
In the tweeters.
Whoever said they liked it, but Anthem. We have a
Yeah.
trailer for Anthem. Now this is BioWare's new IP.
Yeah. And this is the joke has
on
been,
Xbox.
how do you make Destiny better? You give it to BioWare. That's the joke. That's the joke that has been going around the floor. I think it's just going to be a good, different adventure. I'm excited. As much as I enjoy Destiny, I feel
Yeah,
like
and showing here in the trailer, I think like this is like your little
So
your
beautiful.
base camp where you can trade with people.
Oh my gosh.
J-Mac, if we can skip ahead to some of the gameplay to really show off, like it looks.
I love the mixture of like anything that does super extreme technology, but also look, you're shopping in a bazaar with tents.
I like to call it co-op Dragon Space Age.
Co-op Dragon Space Age. Yeah, like,
It's
look at
Iron
this.
Man.
With it's Dragon,
Yeah.
it's
And
a space
Destiny.
Dragon Age. Yeah, it's
A lot of
got
a
it.
lot of the
Yeah.
talk has
Beautiful.
been around, it's an open world action RPG. Is there going to be any story to it? Is it going to be, something closer to like the first Destiny where there isn't much story attached to it?
BioWare, there's gonna be a great
You're
story.
a
The thing
freelancer.
is, the writer for it is Drew Karpyshyn, who wrote Mass Effect 1 and 2.
Oh!
And I know how much you guys are
And
fans.
what I said, I feel like this is what we wanted, or I maybe thought it really loud. This is what Mass Effect Andromeda was supposed
I wasn't gonna
This
say
is my
it, but
favorite
yeah.
part. I love
We just jump over.
I love that it goes to a different level here.
This is like
It was
space
so
Breath of the Wild.
unexpected.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I actually
With all that
freaked out. I looked at
bioluminescence.
Western in this section, and I'm like,
Gosh,
no,
so
no, 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 no,
Underwater
no, no.
actually freaks me out,
Something is
too.
going to eat me under here.
And if you have an explorative mind,
There it
if
is.
you love adventure, this is. I'm
sea
excited.
cucumber.
We'll play
Very
this.
excited.
We'll play this.
We'll play this.
But that was Microsoft. They had a bunch of games. We talked about most of them. That was Microsoft.
So many.
Very, very quick. I love Bethesda. I think that they had the disappointing show of the year.
Oh, Joven.
Because I will say this: E3 goes through these patterns every 2 years. Sometimes there's a third year when you have to announce a new console. You'll have a console year, but normally it goes your year one is your big wow moments. It's like here are all the big announcements of games you won't play for 3 years, and then the next year is the follow-up where it's like, hey, we have footage of games now, or they're actually coming out. That was this year. We had all the big wow moments last year. Where like last year they announced Fallout 4 and then it came out 3 months later. You can't do that 2 years in a row. Oh wait, maybe you can. We're getting Wolfenstein 2.
But here's the thing about that I'd like to say in the defense of Bethesda. Even though I think they did have the weakest presentation, they're known for making these huge
J-Max, skip way ahead. Let's get the
huge epic skill games that you know people end up loving, and now VR is becoming a thing that's actually kind of viable, and it kind of makes sense for the first time ever. They're going to add that to an old game before making a new game, of course. So that's what they had to focus on, and I'm excited that we're going to have that. Having Wolfenstein 2 come out, and the fact that it looks a little bit more like cartoony in the way that you would look at like a BioShock Infinite kind of deal, I think that's a step in the right direction for them. I think it's sort of new, and in a way you can consider this its own, like, you know, Skyrim or Fallout.
Speaking of
a
Skyrim,
good
like,
get.
I plan on jumping into Elder Scrolls Legends, their card game, because they have the Skyrim cards now being added to it.
Oh.
But man, they were milking Skyrim for like I was hoping to see another Elder Scrolls. I really, really was.
But I've got
hey,
500 hours in Skyrim.
well,
It's a
now
good
you can
game.
get 600 hours when you start playing on the Switch.
But that's what I mean. Like, I'm not bored yet. You can make a new character. You can find new stuff to do. You can take it with you. Like, in the
The
VR
fact
aspect.
that you can take it with you now, the fact that you can be sitting at home playing for 2 hours and you're like, oh man, I got a 5-hour flight to Boston now.
I gotta go visit my dumb old grandma.
Let's go take it with you to grandma.
A big thing that Bethesda did show off was their VR stuff. There will be Skyrim VR for the PSVR, but more importantly, we've got a Fallout VR that they showed last year, but we got more of this year, and a Doom F VR.
That's right. Oh my god.
That's right.
How are we not talking about Doom?
Yeah, she literally, you probably saw the game. She just walked over, was like, "This one. Talk about this one now."
He went straight to like Wolfenstein. Like I've been a huge, I've been a
We can cut this trailer.
Wolfie, Puffy, Duffy. Look, I just want to talk
so much
about Dude,
stuff.
I'm sorry, I sound so selfish right now. Why do I feel like I'm like talking about the games that like nobody?
I
else
didn't know you were
cares
such
about?
a Doom
for it.
fan.
I've been
I'm
Doom
on
is
board.
one of the first games that I ever played.
Me too, with my
I
dad.
used to, yeah,
I was
and
5.
let's see, I had to have been
I
like
was still in the womb.
I had to have been like probably 7 when I was buying Doom mods off kids on AOL.
You were
Yes.
a child.
Was that
Yeah, No. Like there were kids on AOL that
You were
would
only
sell
7
these
when you were still on
modified
AOL?
Huh?
That's like 48.
Dude, yeah, I remember buying modded Doom packs. So like I'm a little behind on E3. I'm so sorry. Like
That's fine. We're excited about what we're excited for. and
yeah,
Doom
dude,
F
Was
VR
this
is
your
big.
first E3?
Yeah.
This was your first
Mine
E3?
as well.
I didn't know that they were putting out Doom though. Now I gotta go back and watch that Doom in VR. So like, imagine me as a kid. Like Doom is like the ultimate
that was
game
it
to
for
me.
me too,
So then
totally.
to see it in VR would like make me like you said it would be scary.
question
Yo,
to you,
when they put
do you
out
get-
Doom last year, I was
Do you get crazy nostalgia off of that just because of like Doom 2?
absolutely
Like when you saw the Caco Demon,
yeah,
where you're like,
because
oh.
Doom is literally just the same game kind of, but just
Yeah.
every year.
If
and
they
it's
do it
just,
right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, and that does I don't get tired of that because like I was raised on that game.
Totally.
We gotta get the VR.
Did you do? Well,
So
then,
you're gonna jump into
I
some
feel
VR?
like you'd be
Yeah,
nuts
get
about
the VR.
Wolfenstein because Doom and Wolfenstein were both made by id at the same time, and they're like the same game back in the day.
Wolfenstein.
I know, but
You
like,
guys want to play Doom in VR? All I want to do is fish.
Final Fantasy 15.
Deep, baby!
We'll get
shows
the
you
PlayStation in a bit.
what up, Ray Chase?
Yeah, I guess that's the stark contrast between Mario and I. Mario's like
I just wanna
fishing, and I'm
fish,
like,
man.
let's go.
Before we get to PlayStation and your VR fishing, we've got Ubisoft. Now, we already touched on Assassin's Creed, a trailer that really had us excited for a few moments.
Yeah.
And then less excited, but still excited, was Skull and Bones.
Yeah, we were like, Black Flag 2!
Like, that wasn't just us, that was Twitter. That was everyone
was Twitter, yeah.
Everyone was like, Black Flag 2, they're announcing
Black Flag
next
2.
year's
But
game.
with joy, which is interesting. Because the thought was, oh, is this Kinway's daughter? Did
Yeah.
she
Right.
become
Captain
a
Kinway,
pirate and
just in
following the
time.
path? I mean, and I say this could still be that.
I think it is, and I'll tell you why. It's Ubisoft. The engine looks the same. It's pirate-based, and it's Ubisoft. And I'm pretty sure. Didn't I see?
Do you
like,
think
an
what they'll
Assassin's
announce
Creed
this again next
symbol?
year where it's like it's not Skull and Bones?
I think it is Skull and Bones,
It's
but it's-
Black
I think
Flag,
it is.
Skull and Bones.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if most things in Ubisoft takes place in the same universe in terms of reality. That'd be fun. Like I would. I'd
If
be
they
okay
show
with
us more of this, let's say this is a fall 2018 release, which I don't know if there is a release date for this. But if they, like next E3, they show more footage and it says Skull and Bones, then above it, Black Flag 2 just like fades in. Like I just gave myself goosebumps thinking about
What if
that.
she's a privateer?
There's certain things in this game that just didn't have the same concepts that Black Flag did that I thought were great. First of all, there's no way of, from what it seems, you can't have a fleet, and I think for me that was a huge thing. Being able to send my fleet out while not being actually in the game, having a mobile app actually, being able to see
like
my
that.
fleet
Warcraft
going
did that.
around at the same time. I thought that was a huge
Well,
thing.
again, this is just a
Boarding
different.
ships.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well-
think the gameplay in this showed that you don't actually like fight on the ship. You just like jump
This is
on it
also
and
our
capture.
first look. Who knows what we like? Last year when we saw Sea of Thieves, they didn't show boarding.
That's true.
And then we got it this
Well,
year.
if they're
They also
well,
didn't
hopefully
show you
they
can go
do
underwater
that.
and
Yeah.
swim underwater. Yeah, I think if there's a mechanic where you can be off of this ship, I will be extremely excited. Honestly, the gunfights on the ships was entertaining in Black Flag. I think this trailer makes it look entertaining in this game. I'm excited about it. I hope there's a way to be off of a ship. But I know that, in The Crew 2, that is another Ubisoft title that's coming up. Flitz and I have this argument all the time. I want to be out of my car. I want to get out of my car. I want to be in Nebraska taking selfies next to my cool
you
ass
play
car.
you play video games and do
I-
weird things in it.
I don't care about walking around, but you can take pictures, and if your character could be out of the car, and I'd be with it.
I just want to
That's
walk
it.
around.
We'll get- yeah,
I want to
that's
be
it.
off my ship sometimes.
Well, and Crew 2 was a big thing that was shown off at Ubisoft, which we almost, a little behind the scenes action, we almost made a show around Crew. We just couldn't get our cars in the same place at the same time.
I was killing y'all. Oh no, also the connecting on the web and crewing up was an issue.
Yeah.
But also Flitz was just way too powerful.
I was
Normally.
Man,
Technomancer.
pirates are so hot. You said
What
something.
I did,
You
I said pirates are the new zombies in video games.
I'm
That
down
being
with
said,
it.
we had two major video game titles. Oh wait, we kind of skipped it with, I
Right.
did skip it, but State of Decay 2 and Microsoft was a big zombie game.
That's going to be a big deal
Days
because
Gone?
of Play Anywhere, and
That's
so
all-
like
Wait,
you'll be
which-
able to buy that and do
Oh,
the
that's
Xbox.
yeah.
You
Well, yeah, the whole plan we're being able to do, and if Days Gone, I'm sorry, J-Mac, I went back in time here. If Days Gone, nope, State of Decay 2 is what I want it to be, where it's like this game, where it's like a MMO, open world, find a place, see if you can build up
Bunker
defenses.
down.
If you lose your characters, you lose them for good. Like, I think that'd be really awesome. It's going to promote a different type of play. Because normally when you play a multiplayer game, it's just like run around and kill people. But if there's actual consequences to your actions and zombies could eat you and you can die and lose everything, like, I don't know, I think there's a lot of potential there. But yeah, there's 2 zombie games we're going to be talking about. There's a bunch of pirate games coming out. Going back to Ubisoft, we mentioned the Crew 2. South Park finally has a release date of October 17th,
Fractured but whole.
which...
Fractured butthole.
fractured.
Oh, I just got it!
Oh
No,
my
kidding.
god!
Stupid.
But I just did.
You're not stupid.
I'm a sweet, wholesome baby angel.
Yeah, that's how we see you.
Clearly, I can tell that by how you play FIFA.
Yeah. Cristiano!
Yeah, I do have to ask you about what some of those words mean later.
Like conflabbit. Conflabbit is a word.
The first South Park game was a lot of fun. People
It
really liked
was.
it. For me, it took these moments that got a little over the top out there, like the love scene, if you will.
I'm ready for it. I don't know if
Oh,
this is
God.
something they really needed to push at E3. We know it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're excited.
I was
South
happy to
Park
have a
pretty
date.
much sells itself.
But
It was good to know that it's like,
I
all right,
think
good to know
I-
you're on board.
But yeah,
On
but I
track.
feel like
what actually excited me more than the Fractured Butthole date was their mobile game. What was it called? It was called Phone Destroyer.
yeah,
Which-
that's actually weird
didn't
because
see
it's a
that.
card game.
Is it a card game?
That's what it seems like.
That's
to
what
me.
it looked like.
It's definitely a class-based
Well,
game.
it's
so I don't know if it's through
it's
cards.
like you do the card and then your character does different actions.
Okay, whatever it is, I'm into it. I think
I am
it should
too.
have been called Battery Destroyer, though. Because I can only
You
assume.
should have pitched that.
I should have. I
Yeah,
should have
that's good.
done it earlier. So I'm excited about that. Also from Ubisoft, we had as every year it happens, there's Just Dance. I'm
yeah.
saying it now for those of you that are watching. There will be another Just Dance game bang when that game comes out.
Oh, I already know what my
love it, we
costume
do
is.
it.
This year I think I'm going to be a clock, but
Wait,
I'm
we
going to be a
dress up?
grandfather clock, Mari Clockahashi.
Oh,
That's
snap.
good. So I'm
Oh,
thinking
I
of
should be Prince, and it's just me dressed up like Prince.
Prince.
What? Prince?
Damien and Bose, start thinking of Halloween costumes that have a good pun to them, because you will be dancing to them for Just Dance.
I'll be
I've
Randy
never
Savage
played
in a
it.
loincloth.
I've never
And I'll be
played
like,
Just Dance.
Randy the Savage.
That's good. Wait, Bose. You never played a Just Dance?
No, I want to play though. I can't dance
I'm
at all, but
super
I
good
feel
at
like it'd be
DDR.
fun.
We
Oh wait, I am really good at DDR though.
I'm gonna DDR.
I-
Do you want
yeah.
to fight?
DDR's not dancing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
DDR's
Doubles
not
heavy. I
dancing.
play doubles
You're
heavy.
stomping.
Legend
Yeah.
of Max. Can you beat Legend of Max on doubles heavy?
I can't do Legend of
Bust
Max.
out the DDR
I can
pads
double
right
A
now.
star.
Paranoia Survivor Max, where you at,
I can't
dog?
do- no, I can do
See,
heavy,
I'm
though.
way too competitive.
You know what? If I could get a word in edgewise, maybe we could battle for real. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, actually, I
hate
think
my
there's some
phone,
really
that's great.
embarrassing videos of me playing DDR in a mall. You know, like
Were you one of those people that did like this?
no, I didn't hold onto the bar. I didn't hold
No,
on the bar.
it's called core strike.
No, I just free. Dude, I was like a little crab because I would play doubles and I would just walk
You're
back and
tiny
forth
now.
back.
How tiny
Everyone
were you
called me
when
Little
playing the
Crabby.
game? Did you have to look up at the screen?
I was actually, dude. You know what? I played so much that I had huge calves because I played on my tiptoes. I'm not kidding.
I met a man 2 weeks ago who broke his back playing DDR.
Really?
Yeah. So
Uh,
he's a
forget the
larger
rest of
man.
the
He's a
live stream.
taller man.
What?
He was leaning back on the thing to rest for a while because he was very good at it, and he would play for like hours at a time. That his socket actually like extended out. That he had to go get back surgery.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's not a good injury to
That's
tell people
awful.
No,
about.
it's not cool at all.
It's not cool at all.
If it was like, oh, he was doing like a
Could've got
flip,
pro.
like to like, you know.
Oh, dude. You know what though?
it.
Should we do another giveaway?
I think so.
We got 5 minutes till 3, but we're about to start PlayStation, so yeah, we can do it now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we actually just ran through all of our Xbox games, so let's go ahead and do that, guys. We are doing a giveaway for a 1-year Xbox Game Pass. It's a super awesome service they're just rolling out. Normally it's $9.99 a month. We're gonna give you a code for free. That is
Oh,
of course
Oh, wait, how much?
for free.
Oh,
That is, of course, if you log on to Twitter. You can go make a Twitter right now because we'll announce the winner in about 10 minutes or so. And just tweet out the hashtag SMOSH Games Live. Hashtag SMOSH Games Live. And we will pick out a random winner. We'll follow you on the SMOSH account. I almost said swallow again. We'll swallow you. We'll
Why
follow
is that a
you.
thing?
We'll swallow
Stop.
you.
You
I
are-
think we have a new slogan, guys.
We'll swallow you.
Yeah.
So yeah, get your tweets
Mari's
in now.
Once again,
Let's put a
speak
pin
for
in that.
yourself.
Get your tweets in now while we talk about announced last year, shown off this year. Me and Flitz have some theories. We've got God of War.
God of War! So the theory is, and people were like, well, he said his name. I'm holding on suspicion.
I'm gonna fight you on this, but go ahead.
The fun theory is, Kratos kidnapped Thor. Now, and he's killed all the Greek gods. Now he's kidnapped Thor. Now the Norse gods are after him, and Odin wants his son back. And now he has to fight the Norse.
I think he was just bored. He had nothing else to do.
He was bored, so he made a baby?
Everything was dark. There was nothing else to do, and he's like, "Well, I gotta go find some other gods to fight." So he went and kidnapped him.
I don't think it's Thor. I don't think it's Thor.
What do you think? Do you have an idea of what?
Do you have any ideas? Or are you just trying to take this away from us?
No,
Why
I'm
destroy
a
our
pessimistic
hope?
person. No, because I rewatched the trailer earlier and I listened to the dialogue, and there's a point where the kid that we are possibly assuming to be Thor is lying there sick, and then a woman is stroking his head, and she's looking at Kratos, and she says, you know, something to the effect of like it or not, this is your son. And you are responsible for him. Like something to the effect of like, so unless it's a big old twist that,
Kratos.
well, maybe that lady
I
lied.
think-
Kratos is Odin.
Look, I mean,
Oh,
he's
dude.
not Odin. But like
in the
that could
beard.
be possible.
You
It
slowly
could
get in
it could
the
be that
beard.
she lied, but I'm just saying as somebody who does not have a
Well,
lot
no,
built into
she
the story.
doesn't know. Like, this is the thing. He could be telling people it's his son because he doesn't want to.
That's fine. I'm just talking about the specific moment.
Maybe
It
he's
sounded
not
like she
the
was trying to
father, but
convince
he
him.
might be his
So maybe he's-
daddy.
Dad of War.
Daddy. By the way, on Facebook,
Dad of War is
we have
good.
a little nice little gym on Facebook
That's
for you
right.
if you want to check it out.
That's right.
What is that? Facebook.com/SMOSH Games. We've got Old Man Kratos. We if you guys aren't following our Facebook feed, you might want to. We're going to be putting a bunch of other videos up there. A lot of funny jokes.
We're getting
and
creative.
Things that you won't find on YouTube. You won't find anywhere else. You want to go follow there. One of which is Old Man Kratos. Go watch
Yeah,
that. Guys.
definitely check it
But
out.
yeah, the gameplay looks
Wait,
great.
I gotta watch the
I love that he doesn't have the Blaze
See,
of
listen,
Chaos.
no, but this is the thing about that axe. My theory is, it can go on with the Thor thing, that axe would be Bjorn, because that's the weapon Thor had before he had the hammer.
Mjolnir. Oh.
Let's go.
Shout out to Santa Monica
I love
Studio,
talking about the
man.
guys anyway, so
I love Norse mythology. It's
Thank you
definitely
for
Norse
making this
mythology.
game
Like they
over
have
and
that
over.
world serpent, like Jormungandr or whatever.
Oh, is that
no,
what it's
your
called?
mom, sir.
Jormungandr.
And these are ice giants, which
Yep.
they're Jotunheim.
What Norse gods do you want to see in there?
All of them. Honestly, I mean, Loki wouldn't be born yet if that's Thor, or if that could be Loki, I would take that too. But whatever.
Oh,
The cool thing about this is there's so many like.
Oh, he rescues Loki from the ice giants.
The cool thing about this is that there are so many Norse gods that are like
Would that
totally
make
lost to
Odin?
time because
That would
they were
make him Odin.
because they were not like specifically documented. There were a lot of
Make him
different
Odin.
tribes that had like things. So there's a lot of different things that they could do in this. There are Norse gods that they could more or less make up and be like, there's only one, sort of reference to them, but like, we made him our boss.
No, Freya's the god of war.
Yeah. So like like Odin, Freya, all that, but they could go anywhere.
Yeah, they really could. They really could. I'm excited.
Puts on a wig.
Wait, does this game have a date yet?
He could be Odin, dude. That would be amazing if Kratos is Odin. He just no. All right,
But Kratos can't be Odin.
He can be. You can't. Gods evolve.
I'm
That's
excited-
the
Odin and
gods.
Scotty put together.
Odin is a father figure to a lot of the things that
He
you're looking at and
killed all
kill.
the old gods. He's birthing new gods. He's kidnapped Loki. It is totally possible.
The Norse
He's
stuff became
birthing
before
a
the Greeks
new-
too.
A new,
A new pantheon.
I think.
He's birthing a new pantheon. That's kind of a cool way of thinking.
Look, I'm excited if that's a possibility. I'm also excited for whatever story they want to tell, and if it's that, that's
honestly,
awesome.
So PlayStation has been sending out like runes and people have been deciphering them and they're saying a bunch of different things. It's big and I like that this is a conversation because it's exciting and God of War is clearly still relevant and nicely fresh.
My favorite meme though came from this moment.
That's Mola from Neverending Story.
No, that
It was like,
it's your Mungadur.
he's like, hey, can I have 3 pity? Alright, so that was God of War. Also from PlayStation was a game I am very excited about. Is Days Gone. We have a trailer for that one
Too fast, too scary.
Mario can't deal with zombies, and this
No,
is the,
when they're fast. I can't deal with fast zombies. They're too fast. There's
and
too
this
many.
is like hordes of zombies. When I saw this trailer last year, I thought, okay, cool, zombies, I'm in. Being able to see more of this world and really see like it's bikers versus zombies. They're the ones who survived. They had the arsenal or whatever it is. Seeing the gameplay and how smart you have to be about it. It's stealth elements. It's later on in the trailer. If we want to skip ahead a little bit, he throws an explosive on a gate, blowing up the section, having the zombies attack this rival gang so he can save his friend.
While he sneaks
This,
behind.
and it's also beautiful. I remember
It's
seeing the trailer last year, and I was like, "Is this some Sons of Anarchy game? I could get into this. This looks beautiful." And then I saw the zombies, and I'm like, "Nope."
Yeah,
Sons
Jamie,
of
let's
Walking
skip
Yeah,
ahead
nope,
a
nope.
few minutes.
I'm excited about this because Last of Us was so stressful to me.
Oh, really?
And I think it maybe had been the mushroom people. Like I don't know what it was, but something about
It's
Last
also
of Us was very
having
stressful.
having the responsibility of the life of a child.
Yeah.
That's a little
Your
heavy, I
failures
guess.
is that child's failure.
But this looks
the
exciting.
answer to everything.
This looks, I think, a bit more in terms of me. Like it won't stress me out, and I'll be like, I can't play this. I can't handle this.
It'll have a different vibe. I'm excited. It looks good. It sounds good. I like zombie. I love zombies. I love zombie games. Are any of you guys excited? Do you guys like? Do you like zombie games?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. That kind
I
of
don't even
counts.
believe in zombies.
Yeah, Resident Evil.
They don't
I
scare
got
me.
into Resident
They're-
Evil when they were more like horror based.
Huh?
Like they went from horror based to like more actiony, and I was.
It wasn't
Zombies
as
don't
good.
scare me.
The reason why zombies scare me is because your best friend could become a zombie, and then what do? You gotta shoot your best friend in the face.
That is why they were designed to be scary. It's the Red Scare, the communism thing. So it's like everybody's acting the same. There's zombies attacking, and they want you to be just like them. It's like art always reflects the
That's
time that it's made in.
interesting.
So there's a special super spell if you want to get rid of zombies. It's called Red Bone. If you sing it to them, they go, "Stay woke." They wake up.
You're done.
Speaking of stay woke, our next trailer that was we're talking about from the PlayStation presentation was Detroit
Rock City.
Yeah,
Become Human.
Detroit Become Human. So this was exciting because it's a French game director, if I'm understanding correctly, but it's set in Detroit.
Finally,
it
more
Montreal?
opportunities for the
It's
French.
I'm not quite sure exactly, but they're very aware of how it parallels classism and racism and slavery and different separations through time and bringing things back to a point of zero. I mean, and it makes sense in terms of you look at Westworld and how the conversation a lot is about consciousness.
Yeah.
These are androids. They're becoming conscious and they're trying to gain their freedom, but because they're seen as robots, which means slave, they want to be seen as a new race and they want to be sentient beings. And we created them. So that's where that conflict comes. You're not a real thing.
Yeah.
We are real things. We have things. We're people. We can. And so it's the Jesse Williams who was very famous for being on stage during the award show.
Or Grey's Anatomy or whatever.
Or Grey's Anatomy. But on the award during the whole Black Lives Matter thing, he was on stage and he says, just because we're magic doesn't mean we don't exist. And he's the current face of this trailer. He's been working alongside two other androids. And the dude's he's like Swedish and like black. So he's a future person, and I think that's a great face.
I had also forgotten this game was announced last year. They showed a pretty cool scene, and it was like at the end of the trailer, the dude gets shot, and then you realize he's an android. It was a great reveal. Seeing a lot more of this, I'm excited.
It's like Indigo Prophecy.
So it's an anarchy,
style,
and
right?
you have a choice. You could wage war. You could be a pacifist, but the point is, you're trying to get your point across that we exist now. We are real. We deserve to be treated like people because we are creating memories.
Yeah.
Speaking of creating memories, that's a good segue. Fellas, would you like to create a memory right now and give someone a year of Xbox Game Pass?
Let's roll on out and do that.
Segue.
Thank you for the setup, Flint.
Did we already roll a winner, guys? We're doing a giveaway this stream for 3 different codes for a whole year-long pass to Xbox. I'm sorry, a whole 1 year access to Xbox Game Pass.
Memories.
A year of memories. It's super awesome. There's lots and lots of games for you to enjoy, literally for free. We're giving these codes out. We're gonna do one more giveaway right now, and then we'll do one more at the end of the stream. Woo! Do we have a winner for this one?
Do you want a second one or you want me to pick another one?
What?
Wait,
Who's the winner for the second
We haven't
code?
done
The
the
winner for the
second
second
one.
code.
This
Let's
is
just
second.
pick the second one.
Yeah, give me the second one.
Flaming Undead XZ.
Flaming Undead XZ.
Flaming Undead XZ.
Speaking of zombies being popular in video games.
Yes!
Gotta put out that fire
Congratulations, yo,
and
Flaming
pick up your
Undead
Xbox.
XZ. Please go on Twitter and follow us at SMOSH Games. You'll get a DM and we will send you the Xbox Live code. Yeah, if you didn't win the first round or the second round, you still have a chance. We're gonna do one more, and hopefully, I would love to do more giveaways on the live stream in the future.
Congratulations to the 2 winners so far.
Yeah, that's super awesome.
So
yeah,
many memories. A whole year of them.
a whole year of memories.
Those are pretty good segue.
Congratulations for your free year. It's really magical being able to give you guys stuff. And speaking of magic, we had Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. That segue's not as good. That
Well,
segue's not as good.
before we hop into that, can we
Oh,
really
man.
quick just we still
trailer's
okay,
playing.
we'll wait for the trailer.
But yeah, we can talk over it.
Well, I was just gonna say, if you guys want to tweet us, if you guys want to tweet us, you got some tweets?
Yeah, tweets?
Okay, all right, cool. Then we'll
Okay.
read them after that. We are reading some, we want to hear from you guys, your opinions and stuff like that. What are you excited for E3 and why? Just tweet us at SMOSH Games, and we'll give you guys some shout outs and then read those. Let's
Should we pull out let's pull them out while we look at the pretty trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, while you're gonna. So, Uncharted.
Flitz, you want to read them? Or someone else? Oh, man.
I can read.
Are these
Well,
the...
I'm gonna talk about Uncharted.
Okay.
More we on talk
Oh,
about
we
Uncharted
can't-
now?
we
Or
Yeah, that's
the-
Yeah.
Wait, let's go over some of these tweets from the fans.
Okay,
Talk Uncharted 2.
Okay, so
let's see. Ginilash Garcia. This Egyptian Assassin's Creed game looks like the inside of Flitz's head. All of his thoughts are here. I love
full
that.
of sand and brown people.
And murder.
Nightmare
Falcons and murder.
Darkness, Diaz
Eagle.
Vega. I am so
Eagle.
excited for The Evil Within 2. Why? Because
that's
we're
right.
getting a backstory for our Sebastian. The Mario King most exciting game is Minecraft. Like you said, I can play with people on iOS, Android, and Nintendo Switch.
That's
Oh
just
yeah, we were
cool.
talking
It's
about
like
the
connected.
cross-platform. Cool.
Good job, Microsoft.
Yes, Edward Hansen, FloZ3. Is that a ship? Did you just ship us?
Flows.
Flows. It says
She
Flows.
shipped you in.
It's you.
Oh.
Doesn't know his own name.
South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Love the
It's just like how you say butthole.
Yeah.
At least say it with a tongue-in-cheek attitude, like the
It's so funny because it was
Butthole.
it was actually broken South Park. Do you see this? South Park, the fractured butt, but I just read the whole thing. Okay. Loved the first one, was 13 when it was announced. Can't wait. Nice. Noel, in Autumn 01, I was so hyped for A Way Out because it's been so long since I played a game that's
The Way Out.
full thing is a... I played a game that's full thing is a local multiplayer. Ooh.
Very excited about that game. Very excited.
Shane
Jack...
and I, we're gonna play that on the sofa.
Oh.
This is like a sofa together.
We'll co-op.
Yeah,
Like
you
two
guys should do
toilets
it
next to each
here. Jack Bacon, actually Detroit Become Human is my favorite because it looks beautiful and I love how there are so many ways the story can go. Pikachu 29876, Super Mario Odyssey because you can be a T-Rex and a Mario plus Rabbids Battle Kingdom because it looks like XCOM and that was fun.
Which I can't wait to talk about that. I skipped it on the Ubisoft section because we were going to save it for the Nintendo section. But before we can get to Nintendo, we're going to talk about some more PlayStation. Next up was the Uncharted Legacy. Nope, Uncharted The Lost Legacy.
So this was exciting because we saw this
Right.
one and
5 minutes to get
thought
through
it
half
was a
of
full
these
game.
games.
Really, and I wish it were, but it isn't, and that's okay.
Which we had no clue. Like we thought this was a full game. And what did you say? It was like a trick. Like it's
called
sneaky.
Story
sneaky.
DLC.
It was story
Yeah.
DLC. It's
Story
very
DLC.
sneaky because I was like, wow, this is what it's for me personally. It's two women, two powerful women, and two women of color, which is a big. That shakes things up, and it's beautiful.
Sounds like a pair you might know.
Like me and you.
Okay.
Me and Joven, dude.
Obviously me.
Oh, you two.
Because they're both women.
Oh.
You have a penis.
Allegedly.
In a jar.
No one's ever seen it.
Minority Power Hour, get off the couch. I'm just kidding.
Minority Power Hour.
That's cool.
I'm just kidding.
I think I need to make that mixtape.
Minority Power Hour.
All the keys are in minor.
Yeah.
I do think though, they said this is like the first time they've done story DLC, but like they had it for. It might be.
I don't think so.
They haven't said that it is.
I think it's like a Thief's End where you can play as one character than the other because you were able to play
like
as
Donkey
the
Kong
brother
Country.
at some point.
Snap.
Yeah, this one follows Nadine Ross, who, if you played a Thief's End, she kind of elusively left the game. We don't really know where she goes at the end of the game. This is the answer to it. This picks up exactly where that is left off. And then Chloe Fraser is the other woman in it who is in the red. You saw her in 2 and 3. A little bit of 3.
It's like Double Dragon Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know some executive is watching our live stream and is just like, call Jimmy, call Jimmy.
Call Jimmy and
Speaking
Billy.
of dragons, speaking of dragons, a franchise that I haven't played much of, but I think we will now. Monster Hunter World.
I'm excited about Monster
It
Hunter
looks so
World.
cool. I like Monster
See,
Hunter.
I've always wanted to play Monster Hunter, and my issue with Capcom has been the lack of expansion of not only their graphics engine, but in making their world more intuitive in terms of conversation. I feel like this is what they're going to try to do.
Now, Damon, you said that you like playing Monster Hunter?
Yeah, I've only played a little bit,
Will
but
you
I
play
have some
this
friends
one
that
with
are.
me?
Absolutely. Totally.
Buddy to play it with.
Yeah.
Some Monster
As long as you bring popsicles.
I did notice in this trailer that they were cutting,
right now.
like they'd be showing him fight at this dragon. If we want to skip the trailer a little bit to when he's actually fighting the giant T-Rex thing.
Oh, with the weird nose?
Yeah, but while he's doing it, he's being chased and it's super epic. But then they'll cut to another part of the fight, and I think it's funny that they do that because, like, normally, and you can agree to this, Monster Hunter fights last a long time.
This should have been a 45-minute trailer. It
So-
looks like Dark Souls, which I kind of
Yeah,
love.
it's beautiful.
It's funny because I saw the size of that sword. I was like, Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Definitely Monster Hunter.
I'm excited, and I really hope it's you actually get to run around with your friends because
You do, usually.
Well, I mean,
Well, you've been able to in other ones.
but it's in a more cohesive way. It hasn't felt as cohesive to me.
Yeah.
Nintendo in terms of network gameplay, it wasn't cohesive. This is exciting.
Yeah,
and I,
before we get into the game that really stole the show, just to name some other games that they announced at the PlayStation presentation was a HD re-release from a different company, Shadow of Colossus,
which is a complete remake.
yeah, it's a remake.
They said it's a complete remake. It's not like an up-res or I guess they rebuilt it from the ground up.
I want it. I'm going to play it again. I want. It's funny how they were able to get this one out a lot faster than a complete re-release
They've
of
probably been
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, God.
Also, we saw more from Destiny.
I feel like my grandchildren are gonna
Can
be
you
like,
stop calling it that?
do you think Final Fantasy VII Remake's gonna come out? Be like,
Yeah,
oh, just keep believing.
Right after Half-Life
Oh,
3.
actually, you guys call it Destuni. You had an even better pun, which
You said it was dos, Spanish, two,
two,
ni, which is two in
Japanese. That's
Dos,
right.
Oh,
Destiny.
snap.
There's
That's
three
better, that's great.
jokes in there.
That's really good. Three jokes.
That's amazing.
We also saw more from Call of Duty World War II game. It's Call of Duty during World War II. Cool. We saw VR, Skyrim VR. Now a reason for me to dust off the PSVR for my first time.
Just give it to me.
I would
That's it.
love Skyrim VR.
Yeah,
That's-
You would? I see. I'm
get into
in
it?
it. I would
I'm
walk
more
through the
excited
world.
about the
I would walk through the world and listen to the soundtrack.
Right, so
That's
beautiful.
that's
Just like
that's what I
live through
would look for.
that
Just-
town,
yeah.
those towns. Now we actually have a trailer for this next one, which I knew about the game. I didn't know we were going to get story mode. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yes!
Story mode was a surprise. Chun-Li's head is small.
That sounds.
That's
It's true. It's
smaller
so
than her
small.
thighs.
We have
It's squished.
small bone structure.
No,
Look at Chun-Li.
No, when you see
Look at
Chun-Li,
Chun-Li.
her head is tiny and
Oh,
she
he's so
took a
cute.
solid knee to the forehead, and then it's just
This trailer had so much fan service.
Yeah,
like
it really
great.
the button on this trailer was
Button?
Button.
The button.
The
Button?
button on the trailer was Dante giving Ebony and Ivory to Rocket Raccoon.
Wait, what?
He's a weapons master, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Really?
have fun.
Yeah, that's how this
Oh
trailer
my
ends.
god, I would have.
So Rocket Raccoon's like, oh! Ebony and Ivory,
Ivory.
Right? She looks like Beetlejuice.
Look at her face. It's all jacked up.
She looks like the shrug-a-head dude from Beetlejuice.
Okay, yeah, but her buns are big.
Yeah, wow.
She got big buns, alright?
No, she's got meth eyes. Also,
Such a tiny face. Thanks, Jay, after that.
I saw some gameplay footage this morning where it was Mega Man picking up Captain America's shield, and he threw it at a robot and destroyed it, and Captain America something like, oh, good thing sorry I'm late. Or like any, my favorite superhero show-up lines of sorry I'm late, or like, mind if I cut in?
So good. I can't wait. I will play. Normally, fast-paced fighting
Rocket
games like
Trash
this, I'm
Panda.
not good at. I will definitely play for the story mode. And then finally, the game that that just stole E3 for me was Spider-Man.
Yeah, it did
Arkham
look very
Aside.
cool.
You can skip forward.
Yeah, just
maybe
skip ahead. Just skip
this
ahead
Is like
to the
8
good
minutes of
stuff.
song.
It's so pretty. It's
Go
so
to
pretty.
like 3 minutes in. Go like 3 minutes in.
Sponderman.
This was
Spooderman.
so
Spider-
exciting.
Yeah.
Because
Spooderman.
one of the things,
Yeah,
and this
show
is,
it.
it's really easy to point out. It's like, well, it's kind of like Arkham, but Spider-Man.
But not boring.
Completely okay with that.
Yes.
Because they changed the gameplay and the feel to match his style of fights.
Also, there's jokes. I was always just waiting
Yeah.
for Batman to just crack a joke.
Why would you
It's
wait
so-
for that?
I
Batman
just-
doesn't crack jokes.
But it gets
Batman
so
does.
boring. He's so brooding.
Yeah,
He's
I know,
so
I
cranky
know.
all the time, like somebody I know.
I hope there's a
There was, I really liked Shattered Dimensions. When you want to play the different versions of Spider-Man, and my favorite one was Spider-Man Noir because it was stealthy. And this game had a great stealth aspect to it, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to really just play that and get
this next part here where they put the thing on the wall.
I'll try the cuts.
Okay.
They put it on the wall.
Well, the theory is that this is older Spider-Man. He has Parker Industries, is following the comic books.
Yep.
He's a grown-up, so I guess this could be the same as Homecoming Spider-Man, but now he's an adult. Multiple Spider-Man costumes and customizable.
Which is
and that-
always one of my
is
favorite parts about
very
Spider-Man
And
games.
he's no
exciting.
longer in high school, so I can horn on him.
You
Yes.
can horn him because he has his own company at this
Yeah.
point.
And
he is real.
Man, he's a
And
real
it's real
man.
that too.
Peter wants to come
and
up
then
with Peter Parker.
now I want
Nichols.
to walk you through. I want to walk you through what our experience was. Like we enjoyed watching the PlayStation conference. It was a lot of great moments. So we watched Spider-Man. We're freaking out. Matt Robb, also a big comic book fan, very excited for it. And then after this presentation, they do like a montage of all the things that you saw from the presentation. And then at the very end, they show some more Spider-Man stuff. We're like, yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? And then all of a sudden, it shows these two kids with the phones recording. The dude's like, Miles, come on! And I'm like, what? What? You're giving us Miles Morales! Yes! Oh!
That's childish Gambino.
We were so excited. We were so
were that
excited. I
kind of
just can't
excited.
wait for everything that game will be. But now we've got,
Are we going to talk about ARMS yet?
We
Why I'm
are-
wearing
we're
my
finally
swag.
getting to
By the way,
ARMS.
I only went to E3 for the swag. That's the only reason I've ever wanted to go, so that's why I'm wearing my ARMS.
Ooh, I
ARMS.
got my new Nintendo Switch pin on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you got full tattooed sleeves.
I feel like these are so comfortable. It's like the moisture wicking thing. I want to wear these all day, every day.
Your arms
You're like
get sweaty.
you're like
just-
if the Hardy Boys had a spin-off called the Nerdy Boys.
More or
I,
less,
I,
yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be like tattoo sleeves. Is that what it's supposed to
I don't feel like it's supposed to look like I've
Okay.
inked myself to look like Ribbon Girl
I
and
think
Springman.
it's called arms, and you were just given.
I think this is for
arms.
runners who don't want to wear a shirt but like clothing.
Okay.
Nintendo had a great show. Normally, when it comes to
Dressed.
E3, Nintendo will announce a single game with one of their franchise best. We'll get a Donkey Kong game announced, a bunch of other stuff. We'll get
Donkey
a Legend of Zelda game, and then a hint of a Mario eventually. We saw Mario Odyssey, which was actually, let me make sure I go in order so I don't throw things off. They announced a new Yoshi game. A new Yoshi game, which I was really surprised. I love Yoshi games.
Since Yoshi's Woolly World, right? That's
Yes.
the last one.
And Woolly World was a lot of fun. I don't like
Woolly
it when
World
they're...
was visually really interesting.
It was. These games look like they're a little too easy, but they're still fun and they can get very challenging. I like the mechanics of this one. Probably more excited. I'm more excited for this other game more than Yoshi,
Wait,
which
I want
was
Yoshi
pretty.
Wally World, where Yoshi goes to Walmart to look for better deals.
That's awesome.
I'm actually looking forward to this next game, which Kirby. Because
I love
I still
Kirby.
have lots of questions about this Kirby game. We have, if we jump ahead, they were showing like, is it co-op or if there's just like multiple versions, like
Yes!
like four
See,
characters
my
around them?
favorite Kirby from back in the day on Super Nintendo, where you would do this exact thing, where like you would get a power, but you were able to kick somebody out and sort of make them that monster so you could have someone co-op. And if you chose like the wheel monster, you could like jump onto your friend, they would ride while you shoot. And this is like Super Nintendo era. It was Disney's, not Disney's, sorry, Kirby Superstar, I think.
I remember that, yeah. And
like-
I'll play this game. I
this.
like Kirby games. I think this will be a lot of fun.
This is what I've been
It
wanting
could be
for
a lot
a
of
long
co-op.
time.
Well,
It
there you
looks
go.
so
gone back to this
cute.
style in
Give
a
it to
while.
you.
Yeah.
And
So cool.
what else did they announce?
Should we go ahead and do the last giveaway before we?
Do you want to do it
Oh, we
after?
still have-
Let's
still
announce
have
it, and then we'll pick the winner after Nintendo.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and give away our last code for the 1-year Xbox Game Pass. Super awesome thing. We're trying to give back to you guys. All you gotta do is go on Twitter and then tweet hashtag SMOSH Games Live, and we will pick one random person. We already did 2 giveaways, so there's been 2 winners. If you missed out, then here's your chance one more time, and hopefully next Wednesday we'll have some more giveaways for you guys. And I guess right at the end of the stream we will announce the 3rd winner.
Cool.
And then so we'll get that soon. Getting through the rest of Nintendo, we had they had some new IPs they announced. That we got a Pokken tournament is now going to be on Switch.
Pokken.
So
Pokken.
we'll expect that game bang in the near future when that eventually comes out. Which Flitz, you like fighting games? Did you like Pokken?
Yeah, I mean, I like Pokken as long as it's not broken.
There's the slogan.
Hello?
I like Pokken because
why weren't you a
can see
lawyer?
the actual powers that your Pokemon you've always kind of envisioned them being that way.
Better
now
than
it's
Pokemon
like
Stadium.
amazing now. It's so visual.
It is.
When I
Very
was a kid
beautiful.
and I heard
Very
about
cool.
Pokemon Stadium, that's exactly what I imagined. I imagined Smash Bros, but it's like, okay, I pick Moltres. You
Yeah.
pick, like,
And a big announcement that I don't think a lot of people expected, but I think this is just awesome. And Nintendo's now on board with Microsoft. We've got Rocket League is coming to the Switch.
Cool.
Cross compatible.
Rocket
You will
League
be able.
seems to be like the one that reaches out, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
been like the first one where it's
And I
like
think,
The
I think
ambassador.
Rocket League
Yeah.
is a great game to take with you on the road.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
To
Yeah.
play with, I think that's a perfect game to take.
and I think
Agreed.
you can get Cappy in
You
Rocket
can.
League.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
put
cool.
on your car.
The new Mario.
So
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. A lot of people were excited about it. I'll play more Rocket League so I can play it
I've
on
never
the go.
played it.
Yeah, I was really excited that it kind of seemed like a little bit of an underdoggy game that ended up really sticking around and
Right?
like making it
Huge
smart.
esports
Yeah.
scene.
With hats.
Yeah, very good.
He's like, it's easy and fun to play, but like has a huge like skill set.
Yeah. Easy to pick up, hard to master.
Metroid Prime 4, we had someone mention that on Twitter that they're excited about it. It has been announced. It was not a first look, it was just a look at the logo. We'll probably see it 2019 is a release, my guess. Maybe holiday of 2018, I don't think so. What else? Splatoon 2 we knew about. We're getting it again soon. We're looking
Wes and
forward to
I
that.
played a 5-player co-op mode, and it was awesome, actually.
Oh, it was
I
like
think
a
it was lot of-
PvE thing, right?
Yeah.
You had to like stop the horde from coming in.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
and
cool.
and it was waves. We were playing it at 5% difficulty, and it was fun but challenging. Goes up until 100%. So I don't think we're gonna do so well, but we can get up there to 100%, you guys.
Gotta do it on the channel.
I think it'll be a good it'll be a good game bang. I
I believe in us.
Yeah.
And I already bought 2 Splatoon amiibos because amiibos
You're
are
ready
hard to
for
find
it.
nowadays.
Splatoon?
Speaking of amiibos, and you don't have it on this list, the new amiibos for
Breath of the Wild? Yo,
yeah,
those
you
look
can
really
get
cool.
you can get the 4 who control the divine beasts. It's Daruk, Mifa, Raval, and Urbosa. They look beautiful.
What I will say though is
Tim
I'm
Channel.
very disappointed in that they are hard to find the last generation too. The prices are going up, and it's not even like Nintendo's making money off of it. It's the eBay scalpers and stuff like that. But it's a bummer that like
Get it
I
together.
understand digital media being tied to a toy is a great idea because
Just
then you
ask
sort of
Tim
get
to
2
get it
things
for
for
you.
one.
He'll stand in line. He'll
Yeah.
I just mean like make it so that I can
Shout out to
download
Tim
that
from Tim's
that
channel.
stuff too. Because if I'm missing out on a portion of the game because I can't find a toy, that's really disappointing. But anyway, they
But
do
yeah,
look cool if I can find them.
Exciting that it's tied in with
Please make a lot.
DLC, Master Trials, and
And then
Champions
if
Ballad.
you use the new amiibos on Skyrim for Switch,
Yes,
you
that's
can
right.
get the Master Sword. You can get the high
get outta here.
shield.
Wow.
Yep, you
That's
can
so
get, you
cool.
can get
The
the tunic.
tunic.
Yeah.
Wow, no way!
So
Yeah, so you can
you'll
play
create a wood
Skyrim.
elf. And
I'm gonna buy Skyrim again.
Yeah, you
Tim
are.
just walked in to see the
500
amiibos.
hours on the Switch now.
All right,
do it.
and then the last trailer we're showing today is Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
We knew about it, but now we got to see a lot more of it. I'm
See,
excited.
I keep hearing my brain keeps thinking of Oddish.
Mario
Like the
Odyssey.
Pokemon?
Like Mario Odyssey, and Oddish is just going Oddish through the Mario.
Oh, I could see that. I definitely could. 'Cause
Yeah, this threw me off. I wasn't sure what trailer I was looking at, and I thought I was looking at the wrong
It's
trailer.
like Xenoblade.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
I'm really
did
feeling it.
I thought I clicked away, and then I saw the guy's like Cappy, and I was like, what is happening?
Which
This
is
is so
interesting. So,
weird.
so does Mario transfer his consciousness into a hat
Yeah.
and then take over the minds of other people? And what does that say about free will and what
Look at that
Mario's
outfit!
willing to do?
Well, Cappy is its own being, from what I know. Cappy
Okay.
is its own thing, and when it's not a Mario hat, like regular Cappy is that. Regular Cappy is that. It's like the white top hat.
And so he just takes over the.
So
the
does
hat.
Mario have a choice, or is he not in control?
Is
the
it like
hat in
Majora's
control?
Mask?
Yeah, like.
Listen, you're
what
getting
is
very
this-
deterministic about this
Well,
Mario.
because it makes sense.
I love that. I love the 2D
He's throwing
transitions.
Cappy. I think he's in.
You think he's in control? This is a teamwork
Yeah,
thing?
I
Okay.
think that it's cooperative.
Are any of us in control? Is this Fatalist?
But
No,
that
I'm in
frog.
control of the
I'm a
live stream
control
now.
freak, and I need to be in control,
what-
so I believe I am.
But what
I'm
if you're
actually-
just programmed to be that way?
I'm very excited about Odyssey because I think it compares to. I think it compares to a strong mix of Super Mario Galaxy and Mario 64. And I think those are two amazing Nintendo Mario titles, some of the best that have ever
Yeah.
been made for the franchise. And it seems like it's taking those two things, the best of, and putting them together.
I agree with you. I think Super Mario Galaxy really got it right with the platforming. They figured out how to give you really interesting puzzles in really condensed forms that were sort of bite-sized, and you could just pick them up, put them down. But they did miss out on the exploration aspect of Mario 64, where I'd always want to like go to the new parts of the castle, see what I could find. Even Mario Sunshine had that. What's on top of this building? Oh my god, a pipe I've never seen. So now that we're going to get that with Odyssey and everything
Yeah.
they've learned from the Galaxy games, my god, it's going to be a masterpiece.
And before we pick our winner, we'll just spend a few moments on this. We don't have a trailer because they didn't show anything of it. They just slipped it into conversation.
Arms.
Just like a little slip in there. Was they are in development of a Pokemon Core RPG for
Yeah.
the Switch.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So that's something that
That's actually exciting.
Yeah, it's
I
super
like to
exciting.
see it for 2 years, but
It's like Pokemon Go that people wanted.
I like Pokemon being beautiful. And I think this is another
This will be
opportunity
that
for that.
chance.
Because Pokken is you get to see the Pokemon being beautiful. 3DS is cool, but it's a collection process as opposed to an all process.
I 100% will get back into Pokemon.
I feel like this will be an all process
Yeah,
as well
I
as a
agree.
collection process. That's exciting.
But yeah, so those were like some of our favorite games from E3. Do you want to see if we got a winner for that last code?
yeah, we should have a winner. Do we have a winner?
We have a winner!
Oh, all right. right, who is the last winner for the live stream today?
Damien Hunt.
The winner is Ruby at @basically_neon.
Ruby
_neon.
_neon.
Ruby
Neon.
at basically. Hey, if you're watching the live stream, make sure you follow us at the @SMOSH Game account, and we will follow you back and shoot you a DM. Everybody that won today, we've had 3 different winners. You guys will all be receiving a DM at the end of the stream.
Yeah.
For a 1-year code for an Xbox Live or Xbox Game Pass. I'm sorry.
Xbox Live Game Pass.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have some giveaways to do next week. I really enjoyed doing this. It's really exciting to give back to you guys, especially since you come and watch us pretty much every Wednesday. Is there going to be a live stream next Wednesday?
Next week is VidCon for us, and I'm not entirely sure what our schedule is. I know this live stream is
I
very
think we
different.
leave on Wednesday, don't we?
We leave on.
I
It
think
might be.
so.
Okay, well, I
We'll
guess.
know later.
On the Twitter.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, pay attention to the Twitter. We will know by next week. But if there's no live stream next Wednesday, it's cool. It's just more time for us to prepare. If you guys have been watching our last couple of live streams, we've been kind of messing around with like these game shows, these kind of just like fun little games. Yeah, definitely watch the What's in the Box stream, the Trivia Jenga. We had so much fun playing those, and we're looking to do more things like that in the next couple of months. So like every Wednesday, please come back and watch us. Every Wednesday, SMOSH Games live. Super excited for those. Any more?
Thanks for
more
letting me
wrap
hang out.
Oh,
Who are you?
Cuphead. Cuphead was a
Cuphead's
big
coming
thing. You
out!
guys have the Cuphead.
Yay! Finally!
we've been hyped about Cuphead for like 2 years.
2 or 3.
And if you guys don't know, it's like a 1930s.
Oh, the
It's like,
animated.
yeah, like very
yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
so
I thought
good.
that was already
hand-drawn animation.
No, not
Hand-drawn
we have a
I
animation.
date.
love that.
We have a date.
Was it
September.
September or something? September 23rd. September
Something like
28th.
that.
September
Super
19th.
artistic. Go watch the
September
trailer for that on
Fall
YouTube.
is
I
gonna
loved
be
it.
September,
absolutely
October,
disgusting, you
specifically,
guys.
those 2 months, it's just all the games come out.
Yeah, September,
And before
October.
we wrap up, do we want to go through one person at a time? Like, what game did you want to see at E3 that you didn't see? For me, Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I didn't get a Super Smash Brothers, and I think that was a big mistake by Nintendo because there are people who buy Nintendo products just for Super Smash. We should have at least had a re-release of the Wii U version on Switch. Maybe we'll get it in a few months.
I know that we're excited about it and we want to create a show around it. Red Dead Redemption. I would
Yeah,
Didn't see
those
anything
are-
from Red Dead Redemption.
Nothing at all.
I read that Capcom had a mystery release that they were really excited about putting out for E3. I was really hoping that it was going to be a new Devil May Cry. Last one came out in 2013. I love hack and slash. Please give me more Dante. I need it.
I feel like it was Monster Hunter.
Fair enough. Yeah, I wanted to see more Nintendo IPs. Like ARMS it wasn't really focused on too much, even though it was there and that was pretty cool. But I'd like to see more, like, Yoshi and Kirby's cool, but like they've got a lot to do with Kid Icarus. They've got a lot of things that they haven't even touched yet. I feel like there's room for some really epic Nintendo platformers in the
And
vein
they
of.
need to make Cooking Mama on Switch.
I was gonna say
Make
they need to
Cooking
make
Mama
Cooking
on
Mama
Switch, please.
I've never played
or
it, but
not.
Mario wants it.
Blitz, what did you want to see?
I mean,
Put her
like,
in Smash. Put Cooking Mama in Smash, please. I would main her.
where's Half-Life 3?
Oh God! All right, guys, that has been E3 2017 recap.
we're
Thank
done.
you for letting us talk
had
about
to
E3
ask
this
the
year.
question.
Next time we come up live, like Flo said, we're gonna do more games. We'll get back to our cookiness. We'll see you later.
We love you
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
I love you.
I love you!